the Down to Earth podcast, the Down to Earth network, with your host, Sean Myrie. Please like and subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. All right? Tonight I got a special one for you. Once again, right? The man of the hour, the man who wants to be known the most in the world, Mr. Donald J. Trump, coming with some news, right, about aliens all of a sudden. Now, like I was saying about distractions before, right? Remember I was talking about distractions, right? So recent news. President Trump on Thursday directed his administration to release files on UFOs and any alien extraterrestrial life, an issue that has drawn decades of public fascination and spawned more than a few wild theories, right? In a Truth Social post, once again, it's Truth Social, the president told the Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, the other agency heads, to begin the process of identifying and releasing relevant files. So he wants to release these alien UFO whatever files. What he's talking about that the government or they have. Mr. Trump also called for the release of any and all other information connected to these highly complex but extremely interesting, important matters. It's not clear what files on UFOs might be released or what information they might contain. The Pentagon has tracked reports of what it calls unidentified aerial phenomena. So the Pentagon is saying this, right? Or UAPs for decades, but the military said in the 2024 report there's no evidence that any government investigation in UAPs has confirmed the existence of extraterrestrial life. So, this is the new news Mr. Trump is talking about. Perfect distraction. Perfect distraction. Mr. Trump announcement came just days after one of his predecessors, former President Barack Obama, made waves by telling a podcaster that aliens are real, right? Aliens are real. He later clarified that he never saw evidence of contact with humans and extraterrestrial life during his time in the White House, and he primarily believes extraterrestrial life is real. That's Obama. Statistically, the universe is so vast that the odds are good there's life out there. So he was putting his opinion out there. And Donald Trump, right? He's going to make it into something else. Donald Trump's going to make it into something else, saying Obama is talking too much, right? He's just stating his opinion. It's kind of crazy. He's just stating his opinion. He's saying he shouldn't be talking about classified what? Okay, so Obama made waves by telling a podcaster aliens are real. He later clarified that he never saw evidence of contact between humans and extraterrestrial life during his time in the White House. And he primarily believes extraterrestrial life is real because statistically the universe is so vast and the odds are good there's life out there. That's Obama. Asked Thursday about Obama's comments, Mr. Trump told reporters he isn't sure whether or not aliens exist, but added that the former president made a big mistake and gave classified information. Is that classified information? So what Obama's saying is classified information. That sounds like anybody how they would be talking if maybe they're asked a question. So Trump's trying to make this into something else, saying it's classified information. I might get him out of trouble by declassifying, Mr. Trump said. So he's saying he could get him out of trouble if he declassifies it because he's saying Obama's in trouble because he's talking about classified stuff. Obama only was asked certain questions and he says, yeah, it's possible aliens could be out there. He said he never seen any, as you know, he never seen any, he never witnessed anything. So now he's doing classified information. That's crazy. See, Donald Trump really hates Obama, yo. Donald Trump really hates Obama. That he's talking, that he's doing, putting out classified information. That's crazy. But this is what we got to say. What he's saying about these files, these UFO files or alien files. Public interest in the UAPs, that's what they call it, has grown in recent years. Pilots and military service members have reported spotting hundreds of unexpected objects in the sky, leading some lawmakers to press the Pentagon to investigate the phenomenon. And they used to think people are crazy about this and determine whether they pose a threat to safety or national security. Can it just be their own stuff, what they're flying? Can it be America's, secret aircraft, what they don't want to tell the people what they have, like some high-tech shit? Why does it have to be UFOs or aliens, right? Last year, one House Republican released a whistleblower's video of a U.S. missile striking an unidentified glowing orb in the sky, bouncing off it. That could be maybe Russia. Imagine that could be China. Does it have to be a UFO? Think of it. That could be any country. There's other countries where we would try to spy on America. That's a UFO too. Any person who has a whatever high tech type of flying device could come from another country. Why does it have to come from space? Okay, the U.S. missile striking an unidentified glowing orb in the sky and bouncing off of it. And in the other case, a former Navy pilot told 60 Minutes, you remember 60 Minutes, that show? Frequent sightings of strange, fast moving objects in restricted airspace. So, why does it have to be an alien? That's what I mean. Like, that's another story, bringing up other life forms. But you could, what's a UFO? An unidentified flying object. So there could be people right on Earth with unidentified flying objects. Right now, let me read the rest. A large number of UAP reports can be explained by birds, yep, balloons, drones, yes, satellites, and other everyday phenomena according to Military All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, but many cases remain unsolved. It is important to underscore that. Remember, they have things flying around all the time, man, around the world, man. You get what I mean? It's, they have satellites, there's people doing all types of tests. So a big percentage, let's be fair, is coming straight from Earth, what we know of it. People testing shit, right? So what else is there? It's important, yeah. So activity on technology, the office said in 2024 report. The office also noted that it has no identification or confirmation that these activities are attributed to foreign adversaries. That's true. They don't know. They don't know. It could be foreign adversaries. You hear what they're saying? They're putting that out there. It could be other countries like China, maybe Russia, with their high tech shit, what they maybe didn't really, now they know about it, but they didn't really see it all the time. Vice versa, America has shit flying all around the world. Some people think it's UFO too. Think of it. If America has secret flying weapons or whatever they have, it's a UFO to other countries. They're not going to make you see them coming. They'll look different to any other place in the world. Vice versa, these other countries, whatever they're putting out there, they're not going to make you know where it's coming from either. So, like I said, Trump, they're saying is about to announce something, but are you going to take it for real? Like, you know what I mean? Or is it a distraction? Right? Honestly, I think it's a distraction. Just being straight up. Think it's a distraction. Hold on a minute. A distraction from a lot of shit what he's doing. Straight up. This whole thing's a distraction from what is going on. You got the Epstein files, and now you got the UFO files. Just look on that. You got the Epstein files, and you got the UFO files. What else? What's next? What other files you're gonna hear come out? Right? Epstein files and UFO files. Just look on this shit. Just look on this. He's playing, or they're playing with people's emotions, because now you're gonna say, shit, what's more exciting, the Epstein files or the UFO files? And then people are gonna now look into the UFO files because people want to know about the alien shit, right? More probably than the Epstein stuff. And you see what just came out today? Royalty arrested. Royalty arrested, and then you hear more about this alien stuff. I'm just gonna put it, I'm giving you it down to earth. Royalty arrested, right, in the UK for the Epstein shit. So they've actually got somebody who's connected to the Epstein stuff. They got somebody now, right? Remember that. They got somebody. But now let's put out this alien story. Trust me, people. Put out the alien story, kind of overshadow the Epstein stuff for a while, because the alien story is like a movie. Right now, everybody's talking, oh, Trump's about to say there's aliens and there's UFOs. That's what's going on. Trump's about to talk and all this shit. That's what they got people on now. The Epstein files is there, but now the famous people are fading away. Jay-Z was just clear of it. He's clear, so you can't talk about Jay-Z that much. You can't talk about, it's gonna make all the rest of the stuff look stupid. So now, yo, we gotta make up some money. Let's do, this is working. The alien, the UFO release documents and files, what people want to know about. Or let's talk about that. We saw some shit flying up in the sky. Yeah, and then, right, Project Bluebeam. If you don't know, maybe this is how they introduced Project Bluebeam. Now that he's telling the world this, because he says he wants to meet up with world leaders and announce this shit, now you're gonna start seeing shit in the sky. Maybe that's the next thing. Now you're gonna start to see stuff in the sky, actually, because he's saying this stuff. That's scary, right? Imagine now they're gonna show something in the sky. He's telling you you're gonna see there's orbs or shit, all types of flying stuff, what you mostly see on only social media or movies. So imagine now with the AI now. Remember, they got the AI, right? Technology is bigger than ever. You don't know what's real from fake now. So now they could really put out that illusion, even if it's not real now, because they're talking about the alien shit. Trust me, this is the distraction. Definitely, this is distraction. What I've been talking about. You got to look out how much things are lined up. The ICE stuff with the immigration shit, right? That was big. Now it's calmed down, right? And after the ICE shit, right? The Epstein stuff starts blasting out again. That takes over everything. Now they're saying aliens. They think people are stupid now. Think of it. How does it goes from the illegal aliens who they're deporting or capturing, then it goes to the other these Epstein files, and now look where they're talking about alien X files. They're talking about X files. I think if people don't realize that they're getting played like a movie, it's sad because people are getting played really bad. You get what I'm saying? This guy is talking now. Yesterday, look, it's like a movie. Yesterday, he had a show, right, with a lot of the black people praising him. Like, they're like, yo, Donald Trump, he's the best president, man. Don't say nothing about Donald Trump. Don't say nothing about him. The black people, a lot of them in America, right? Those people represent, like it or not. That whole room was packed. He had two ladies coming up on stage and saying Donald Trump, praising Donald Trump. So either way, look at the distractions. Shit, it's right in front of people right now. They're playing people a lot. Holy shit. He's probably right what he was saying, man. He said this, Donald Trump. He says Americans will believe anything they see on TV. Trump said this. Americans will believe anything they see on TV. So now they're setting you all up now with this whole alien UFO shit. Now he's gonna talk. He wants to be the first one. Look, I'm gonna look for. There's actually uh, they actually have something on it of him talking. An article. There's articles on this shit. I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna give you it. What this man's been saying. Trump says he will release files on aliens and UFOs. That's New York Times. Okay, what else he's talking? He's talking a lot of garbage, right? Trump says he's directing Pentagon to release any files on UFOs, right? And aliens and extraterrestrial life. President Trump on Thursday directed the administration to release files on the UFOs and any alien extraterrestrial life. An issue that has drawn decades of public fascination. Of course, the public want you're gonna fool the public and spawn more than a few wild theories in Truth Social posts. It's a Truth Social post, so it has to be real. It's the Truth Social post, right? The president told Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth the other agencies' heads to begin the process of identifying and releasing relevant files. So this is more important than the Epstein files, I hope you know. The UFO and the alien shit. Mr. Trump also called for the release of any and other information connected to the highly complex but extremely interesting, important matters. This is more important than the than the Epstein stuff. Way more important than the Epstein stuff, right? Check that. More important how he's talking about this shit. Boy, they're deadly when they want to cover things up, man. Mr. Trump also called for the release of any and other information connected to these highly complex and extremely interesting, important matters. Because you hear Barack Obama talking about aliens now. Now he wants to talk about aliens. You gotta really think of it. Barack Obama was on a podcast, and now he wants to talk about aliens. Yo, he's very predictable. Yep. Well, he said, though it's over 50,000. 50,000 what? Rainy girl, what are you saying? 50,000 what? Aliens? 50,000 documents. Before, people used to be looked on as crazy. They used to call it hoax, a hoax. If you believe in aliens, you're crazy. Oh, I've been abducted. You're crazy. That's how they used to put it. And now, all of a sudden, it's real. You got to see. Now, it's a big distraction. Forget the alien subject, the Epstein shit. A big discovery happened today, right? It was already out there. They arrested one of the guys who's good, right, with Epstein, one of his best friends. So what do people think of that? Like, are people getting fooled and shit like that? Right? One of the Prince Andrew got arrested. That's the guy who's in a lot of pictures and shit with the girl who died, committed suicide the other year. What her name? Guthrie. I have to see her first name though, but this is all to cover up shit and the ICE stuff. This is some serious stuff, yo. And on top, they're taking away Americans' freedom, their First Amendment. They're basically stripping that shit in front of your ass. Meanwhile, saying there's some alien talking about UFO shit. Yo, deadly. Mr. Trump is deadly, and the government, man. Damn, this is some times we're living in because straight up look at the pattern. First it's the ICE deporting people, illegal aliens, money being stolen, billions of dollars being stolen. And after then, this new police, it's not a new police force, but under Trump's administration, he's making ICE have more power than they had before. They're more powerful than before, right? Now these guys could just monitor all American society. That's how they're setting it up. Shit, no freedom of speech. You can't really talk against Trump. You can't really talk against the ICE. They're really looking for any American who has any opinion so they could like say, yo, look at, okay, so you're talking, right? Okay, we got you. Now, if you ever become a threat, we're gonna lock you up. That's what's going on. Meanwhile, they're talking about this alien shit. Yo, I hope you guys realize how they're setting it up. Please subscribe. Bring up the likes, people. Please subscribe. I'm gonna get real deep down to earth with you guys. What's going on right now? They're disrespecting Americans because first he's starting this police state. He's getting you ready for this police state, right? And then, and he showed you by killing, two Caucasian people, brought the emotions up, and then now they're quiet right now. And then they go to the Epstein files, what people wanted to know about for a good while. They go to the Epstein files, right? What you wanted to know about for a good while, play with your emotions there. But now, today, they arrested somebody actually, and they're talking about aliens. Trust me, talking about the aliens. I find, let's see now, Trump in the Pentagon. There's a whole bunch more of talk of this alien stuff or UFO shit, right? Some people do believe aliens, right? But before they used to think you're crazy. If you believe, well, you're crazy still to some if you believe in this. Trump says he's directing the Pentagon to release files related to UFOs and aliens. Now he's making fun of this Epstein stuff. I'm telling you, by him saying this, it's like poking fun at the Epstein shit. Let me read this to you guys again, and please bring up the likes if you can and subscribe. It says Trump says he's directing the Pentagon to release files related to UFOs and aliens. This is more important than the Epstein shit because all those rich billionaires, and maybe he's getting nervous right now, right? Trump's comments came hours after he claimed that the former president, Barack Obama, shared classified information. This guy's desperate to get at Obama when he told the podcaster recently that he believes aliens were real. So listen to that. He got mad at him because he said he believes his own opinion aliens are real. So a president, well, he's an ex-president, is not to say nothing, no opinion. He's not does he work for the government still? I want to know. So Donald Trump is saying that what Barack Obama going on a podcast and speaking his opinion was talking about classified shit. The questions he was asked, right? And I'm going to read it. Trump wrote on Truth Social, based on the tremendous interest shown, he will be directing Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, the officials at other relevant agencies to begin the process. So he wants that, right? Trump announcement comes after former. This is why he done it, because of Obama. He's always after Obama. Trump's announcement comes after former President Barack Obama said on a podcast interview that aliens were real. So he could say that. So what? An ex-president can't say aliens were real. Later clarifying what he meant. Oh, so he's saying, oh, you let the cat out of the bag, right? Clarifying what he meant. The odds are good there. It's life out there. He's saying there's life out there, right? Obama added his clarification that he had seen no evidence, and there's no Area 51, right? Alien existence during his time in office. Obama was answering a series of questions during a lightning round of the podcast interview when he was asked whether aliens were real. So he said aliens were real first. So I guess because he said aliens were real, he done something against whatever the government puts as rules. But I swear Obama's not the president anymore. This is how much he hates Obama, people. And please bring up the likes if you're in the chat. Please subscribe. Obama was answering a series of questions during a lightning round. That's it. Okay, they're real. That's what he said. All right. But I haven't seen them. He hasn't seen them, but he says they're real. Right? They're not being kept in Area 51. No Area 51. There's no underground facility unless there is enormous conspiracy that they hid from the President of the United States. I believe there's certain things, maybe not all presidents are going to be shown, right? The podcaster Brian Tyler Cohen then asked Obama what was the first question he had wanted to answer when he took office. Where are the aliens? Obama responded. Trump asked by the see, this is big beef. Trump wants to actually lock Obama up. Earlier, like a month ago, not too long ago, he says Obama should be locked up in prison, right? So he has a big beef with Obama. This is ridiculous shit, man. And it's not going to end. And this is, like I said, a big distraction, and it's nasty work they're playing on the American population right now. It's nasty work, man. Like, it's a sad day. And it's bad that a lot of people don't realize they're getting brainwashed in America very bad. You get what I'm saying? Because you see people going to a thing where Trump is black people. You got black people saying, "Don't bother Trump. Trump is so good. He's good. Don't leave him alone. He's doing a good job." And right now he's talking about aliens. What are you saying? Our Jen, Jen, Jen Smith. Listen, now he's saying be. This is ridiculous. This is like a movie, yo. I swear. It's like the Twilight Zone. And people bring up the likes if you can support the network, right? I'm going in. I'm gonna give you guys some other stuff. So meanwhile, he's talking about aliens. I guarantee that's the main story, what's going viral for Donald Trump. But these other stories are not going as viral. They're out there, but you're not hearing it. You know which story you're not hearing too much about? The guy who they caught in the UK. The man who's great friends with Epstein. The man who I done some research on, and he was an arms dealer. This man, well, an investment, all the money. I'm talking about the royalty. I'm talking about Charles's brother, the king right now of England, right? His younger brother, playboy, uh, you could call him a businessman if you want to say, and he was doing some illegal shit. That's why they kicked him out and took his whatever his titles. This guy is the man in the picture. I knew he was next, people. I knew this guy, Prince Andrew, was next, right? It would just took some time. All these files coming out, and they have to have a sacrificial lamb. So the UK, right? They already had put him on like some type of list long time ago. I heard about it. I don't know if you guys don't know. They put Prince Andrew on some list already saying that he's a threat to national security. Go do your research. And then now they arrest him on his birthday. You got to look on that. Symbolic. They arrest the man on his birthday, his 66th birthday, 2026. The king's brother. They said there hasn't been royalty arrested since like what, the 1600s or the 1500s, right? Calling a pedophile a sacrificial lamb in a different way. There's different type of sacrifices, man. There's different types of sacrifices. Either way, right? What's going on, they're showing you about aliens. This is what it is. I don't know if a lot of you believe in aliens or you don't believe in aliens, but this is the distraction. I'm telling you, 100%. It put out this distraction because of the Epstein files. I'm seeing now there's hearings going on for important people. These other guys you don't know who are not celebrities, but Jay-Z just been cleared, right? Jay-Z just has been cleared. That's what they're saying. Remember, they're bringing his name up, right? Even that guy Vlad was talking about Jay-Z, right? People been bringing up Jay-Z. Jaguar Wright bringing up Jay-Z like they want to see him disappear because he's a rich, successful, famous black man, and he's with Beyonce and all this other stuff. So he cannot get that all perfect. Ex-drug dealer. He's with Diddy. Let's lock him up. He's part of Epstein files. He's clear right now. That's why he's been quiet. You notice Jay-Z was quiet the whole time. Now he's clear. You know who they got today? The king's brother from the UK. That's who that's who it is. That man, Prince Andrew. Look up Prince Andrew. If you want me to look up Prince Andrew, you'll not believe what this guy's been doing for years, and with Epstein. So people tell you about the Epstein files, but they're not giving you the detail. This man was like his best friend, sleeping at his house. He was really going to those parties. So right now they got Maxwell, right? She's not talking too much. They got that lady Maxwell. She's not talking too much, but he's willing to talk probably if he's locked up for life. I don't think he's gonna be loyal. Like he might either way. He might just talk, so he could have a good time being locked up. Imagine. Remember this, and this is what I know because I got good memory, right? The Prince Andrew, his own family took away his titles years ago, right? They looked on him as like an outcast because they were ashamed of what he has done, right? Through the years. A lot of people don't know about this, right? Saying about the aliens. You know what Trump is saying about the aliens? And it's a distraction. He's saying he's going to release the files, right? So there's files too, like the Epstein files. It's like he's playing with people. Come on, really look on it. All of a sudden, oh, I'm going to release the alien and UFO files because they know a lot of people like that. That's like a movie. But now when he's talking about releasing those files, do you guys care about the Epstein files anymore? I know people still care about the Epstein files, but correct me if I'm wrong, it's a lot of shit to take in. So if that's a big announcement, imagine this is what will happen. He goes and he talks in the Oval Office. It's all around the world. And then he talks about the same shit, which I'll read to you if you just joined. This is what I'm going to get down to earth with. I want a better one, how he's talking about the Pentagon to do, give me these, these files. Some lawmakers reacted to Trump's announcement Thursday. Senator John Fetterman, DPA, said in an interview on Fox News, if he's going to release all the X Files, I think that could be a bipartisan thing, referring to the 1990s television show about FBI agents investigating, among other things, government conspiracies about aliens, which Fetterman said he grew up watching. Rep. Anna Paulina Luna, Florida, RFLA, thanked Trump, writing, looks like we're about to have a ton of hearings on this. A ton of hearings. So they're saying a ton of hearings? That means you're going to have people talking about the alien stuff at the same time as the Epstein stuff. Don't you find that interesting? People, bring up the likes if you can, and please subscribe, support the platform. Don't you find that interesting? You must find that interesting because all of a sudden you guys want to talk about aliens. Damn, who are they fooling? Who are they fooling? You know who they're fooling? A lot of the MAGA people. He said, you know what? A lot of my MAGA people, they'll believe anything I say. Some of my MAGA people, they live in the what's called the trailer park. So, they'll believe this alien shit, right? They will believe in this alien shit. So let's talk about aliens. Didn't you hear what he was saying in one of his meetings? Yo, there's more important things to talk about than the Epstein files. Didn't you hear what he said? There's more important things to talk about than the Epstein files. You guys believe that shit? Do you guys believe that shit? And please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. So, Trump been talking about aliens for a while, even from his first term, if not before his first term. He's changing up his mouth a little bit. I believe Trump, he says he believed in aliens. I swear he said he believed in aliens, Mr. Trump, right? I'm going to look it up. Let's see what else this man is saying because he has a bag of words out there, right? Every day is something new with this man. What next? Files. How much files do you want to release? Isn't the Epstein files enough or was it a mistake? Oh shit. By mistake, it was the wrong files were released. It should have been the UFO files first. Trump ordered agencies to identify release of government files. Trump orders Pentagon release of Epstein Island's home of the first human clone. Oh, I heard about something. Someone was talking about that went wrong. What's underneath the island will shock humans to death. Maybe he was a mad scientist. You're right. Could have been a mad scientist. He was doing something. So you got to think of it. If they're saying that he had a cult, like following, or he had like a cult, who are those people part of the cult? And they probably were doing some sick shit. That's why they said rituals with baby eating. They said eating children and blood drinking and all that sick type of shit, right? But this is what they're giving us: this alien stuff, this alien stuff. Now, let me talk to you and get down to earth. So, Mr. Trump, Mr. Trump, Mr. Trump, Mr. Trump. Hold on. See if I got the audio here. Of Mr. Trump talking. Mr. Trump talking a lot, man. Mr. Trump loves to talk, man. Loves to talk. Let's get down to earth. People, don't be fooled by this man. He's fooling a lot of people, man. Fooling a lot of people. fooling you all with this alien UFO files. U.S. President Donald Trump says he will direct. See, he said a lot of other shit. He's blaming Obama just because Obama came out talking about aliens. He has to talk about aliens too. You guys don't check it. See how this guy is like? It's like he has to follow everything what somebody else is doing, right? It's like, yo, he keeps doing a lot of shit, the terrorist stuff all around the world. He's making enemies with people, and on top, like that's what this is all covering up. Remember, he made tariffs all around the world to all the countries, not just Canada, all the countries. So don't tell me America ain't feeling no effect from that shit. So meanwhile, he's talking about alien shit, talking about Epstein shit, right? Talking about the ICE stuff. Yo, what is this man doing? He wants to fucking make America great again. Think of it. People, bring up the likes if you can. Please subscribe. Make America great again. Is it really getting great? Because this ICE stuff, what he put out there, he put it out like this is a new order. This is his order that he's in there. So now, as an American citizen, you got to be scared just walking anywhere without somebody questioning you more than ever. So this alien stuff is all of a cover. This is all just to distract people more and more. And if he comes on television, right, mark my words, and you come back to this podcast. And people, please subscribe, bring up the likes. If, right, this man does a meeting, a conference all around the world, right, it's going to get the most attention. And it's going to make history. He says he wants to do it before Russia. He says he wants to do it before China. He wants to just bring this conversation out. He wants to say, oh, yes, the government has seen certain things, what looks a certain type of way, but he's not going to confirm it fully. He's just going to confirm that the U.S. military and knowledge of seeing flying objects. But what are they going to claim? Where is it from? It's still going to be a mystery. He just wants to be the first one to say it and make history, right? People, bring up the likes if you can. Please subscribe. So he wants to be the first one to make history. And Russia, he wants to go before Russia, and he wants to go before China and stuff like that. So meanwhile, he's doing the tariffs. Meanwhile, Venezuela, you don't know where the president is. You don't know where the wife is for Venezuela. American citizens don't know what's going on in Venezuela. Think of it. He took over that place, and you don't know what's going on in Venezuela. This is something, man. So let's go back to this alien thing. What is this going to accomplish by telling people, talking about this? You got to read through the nonsense. They've been telling people it's a hoax. Because when I was younger, I used to believe in it, a lot of the alien stuff. I used to watch a lot of alien shows and stuff when I was real young, right? I used to watch a lot of that shit. So I actually have the knowledge of that. And in every book, oh, it's a hoax, or like, people are abducted. And if you watch the X-Files and like shit like that, like they had all these stories, the Men in Black and all that, but it's a hoax, or people are in insane asylums. If you believe in the aliens, you're crazy. Okay, now 2000 and what, 25, 26, or whatever, the last 3 years. Now, it's real. Oh, aliens are real more than ever. There's no hoax. You're hearing about the government or certain officials saying, oh, yeah, you know, there could be aliens. They're talking more about this alien shit. You got to just check it. They weren't talking as much for a while. They stopped talking about the aliens for a good time, right? And now it's back because now they got AI. So you don't even know what you're looking at. You don't even know what's real from fake. So Project Bluebeam, just look up Project Bluebeam. I'm giving you guys some gems as I'm talking. Much respect. Look up Project Bluebeam. No, they're not. No, they're not what? Mark Granger. What are they not? You gotta give me that. If you in the chat, give me some info what you know. But so far, Mr. Trump, and people, please subscribe. like, comment, all that good stuff. So far, Mr. Trump, what he's doing, he's trying to just distract people with this shit. This what's so important about telling people about aliens or UFOs now? Why is that so important now? Where did the emergency come from for them to say this now? They're seeing blue beams and shit like this. He says, for his part, Trump said on Thursday on the Air Force, oh yeah, he had a little video I seen with Trump. Oh, he was in a burger joint. He gave the whole Air Force burgers, or he bought them burgers. A few hours later, he posted on Truth Social that based on the tremendous interest shown, he will seek the release of the files. So any files you want released, he will release it. That's what Trump is. He's a file releaser. It's not covering new weapons. It's not. It's covering new weapons. I could believe that. I could believe that. It's new weapons. I'm with you. But people want to believe it's the UFOs. And the aliens. The point is the distraction, what they're putting out there. People, please bring up the likes if you're in the chat. Support the platform, y'all. But the point is, this is something that is like a distraction from other shit. And I believe you, it's weapons, new weapons, man. New weapons. From a long time they've been tested. These new weapons everywhere, right? Testing the weapons, these deadly weapons, like the weapons what can make you throw up and shit your pants, right? What they used in Venezuela, that's how they came down on them, right? It was a weapon, made them throw up and defecate on themselves, right? So there's many weapons. Now, let me go to this right now, because right now there's going to be a big announcement soon. And this is what it is. And plus, they got ships near Iran. That's what they're saying. Ships are going towards Iran. There's a whole bunch of stuff this man is bringing around to confuse you. They're talking about American military and ships close to Iran. They already blasted Iran's certain nuclear sites recently, but they're back there again in going close to Iran. So meanwhile, they're talking about this alien stuff. Everybody's paying attention. I was telling like my brother earlier. Meanwhile, you're paying attention to all this shit. One day, I don't know when, all of a sudden, you're gonna hear on the news or breaking news that Iran is getting heavily attacked. Like I swear, like they're like taking the army out. Like America's like knocking the whole Iranian whatever power is there out. And when that starts, that's going to be the start of something big, because Russia is saying they mistake stepping in. America already has their shit down there, but Russia says they're stepping in for Iran if America does that. So this is what I'm talking about. It's alien and UFO stuff. What people want to get from this. So say if he says, oh yes, aliens do exist. Do you want Trump to say aliens exist? Do you want Trump to say aliens exist? That's what I want to know. If you want Trump to say aliens exist, then you got him. People will believe in anything. Yes. And that's why he's doing it. See, you're right, man. You got sense, man. You got a lot of sense. Yes. If people will believe in anything, it's a perfect weapon, isn't it? Right? If people will believe in anything. So it's a perfect weapon, like you said, Mark. It's a perfect weapon so he could distract people. So people are more excited about aliens, not the Epstein files, not these old dirty men. Who cares about these old, rich, Caucasian men who touch little girls? Who cares about that shit? Right? Who cares about these billionaires who've been kidnapping little girls and doing dirty shit to them? Let's talk about the aliens. For aliens need him to release the files. So which files? The Epstein files or the alien files? Tell me, Ronnie, which one? Because I'm confused. The alien files are more the Epstein files. So far, they busted one guy, right? He's the sacrificial. He's their sacrificial lamb. I'm talking about Andrew. What's his name? Prince Andrew from the UK. They arrested the prince, Charles' brother, the king of the King of England or the UK's brother been arrested in relation to the Epstein files. But how much people, how big is that story? Really? How big is that story? Are we hearing people talk about it? You're not hearing too much. Like, it's being talked about, but this alien stuff is overtaking everything. Trust me. This alien stuff is the shit, right? And people, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. This alien stuff is the shit, right? Shapeshifters. Oh, I like how you brought that up. So, okay, now you want me to go real deep down to earth. And now you're saying that Homo capus, damn, your name is long, but respect for that, right? Um, Shapeshifters. Now, if we're gonna talk about like the reptilians, because I done an episode on that. Remember, the reptilians, they like a lot of negativity, right? Like what's going on right now. And people, some people, the story of the reptilians, that they have infiltrated humankind. And these reptilians are like what we call, probably calling the aliens, right? So the aliens are already on Earth. If there is aliens, they're in they're amongst us, and they're from, like, I don't know. Everybody has this different opinion. It's not from a different planet. It's from the same Earth, because Earth is so big. We think we're the only ones. That can be it too. We're thinking an alien has to come from space. It doesn't have to come from space, right? The aliens could come from the water. There's stories now that the UFOs. This is the other story. If you want to believe in the UFO shit, bring up the likes. Bring up the likes as I continue, right? That the aliens are really coming from the water, the ocean, deep in the ocean. We don't even know our waters. The stories of UFOs, that what they're putting out there, like all the other stories, recently, it's coming from the water. It ain't coming from no sky. So what does that mean? Is the water space? I don't know. But that's what's been going on. And then you want me to get more deep down to earth about this whole thing, about this alien shit? Why they're talking about this alien stuff, right? I'm gonna get deep down to earth why they're talking about this alien stuff. Another connection. You hear about Trump wanting to go to Greenland. He wants to go up north. He wants to go. They're fighting where the Arctic is. What I've been seeing, right, and it's all connected. This is controversial. That they're talking about the ice wall. If you go on Instagram, and I guarantee some of you, if you are on Instagram, there's been videos, I don't know if they're called lectures, of people talking about the ice wall, and beyond the ice wall, right, on the same earth, there's a other place. And at this other place, there's other life, right? That's what the story is. And those life forms, right? You could call them humanoid, whatever, but they're highly intelligent. That's the stories I've been seeing. So the aliens, what people are talking about, right, could be coming from there. That they have high intelligent, whatever, high tech, a different type of technology, how we will call alien, right? Krishna says in Ba Bhagavad Gita, I'm the taste of the water. So, like I'm saying, there's the story of the ice wall, man. So if that was true, just say that's true, and that's where the Arctic is, and Donald Trump, the American government, Russia, China, all know about this. You notice all the countries they say in the world, they all share whatever the Arctic. No one owns it, right? But mysteriously now, there's been videos like this alien shit talking about the outer earth, or what, if you want to call it, where the ice wall is. And the government, you can't go too far. The government stops you, like the Area 51. Maybe you can't even survive to go there, right? And like I said, the conspiracy theories tip, there's been conspiracies saying that the government, right, sees, been seeing stuff past the ice wall, but no one could go there. They don't go there, but they've been seeing shit coming from there, right? So maybe just say if it's the story, they're coming to watch. Just say if this is true shit. They've been here a long time, as long as us, if not before. Is that the Anunnaki? Let's talk the stories, the alien stories, right? Whether von Braun's last word warned us of the fake alien invasion. You're right. You're right. That's the Project Blue Beam too. You know your stuff. Project Blue Beam. That I done an episode on, right, a while ago, and the guy who done that is a Canadian. I think he was a Canadian journalist, and he was an author and a poet. A couple other people's went off of his work, but he died too. Like, I know his story. That's controversial, but in regards to the alien stuff, they said they will try to do this Project Bluebeam to bring on, like, certain things to make humankind. I don't know if they're trying to scare them, but you'll see stuff in the sky, and they'll have different levels of the shit. All types of crazy shit. I could tell you if I get real down to earth. Bring up the likes to maybe 20. Let's get to 20, and I bring that story up back again, right? But I'm gonna go back to Mr. Trump. Just bring up the likes if you can, and I'll bring that story back again. But Trump knows this is the perfect distraction, and people are falling for it. Because right now, if you look up Donald Trump, he's talking about alien shit. You got me a new island. What's the new island? Epstein Island. Right now, the Epstein, what, they got an Epstein guy. They just arrested not too long ago, yesterday, they arrested Epstein's good friend. You could call him his best friend. The man who's been in pictures going over a lady, right? So that just came out. He just got arrested. Royalty just got arrested. And you know what? People will talk about it. We'll see it maybe in the media. But no, this shit is like, this alien stuff is powerful. It could overshadow the shit. What are they doing? How come there's so much campaigns just to like, what? Why is Trump doing this to America? You got to ask yourself that. Trump Island, Prince Andrew. Yeah, why is Trump doing this to America with all this shit? You got to realize it now. The ICE. He brought a lot of stress with the ICE. You seen two Caucasians get shot in the street. That never really happened as much before, right? So they have to quiet that shit down, right? And then you see what he's doing now with going to Venezuela and just swiftly blast out shit, take over the oil, owns that oil. No one talks about it. Kidnaps the fucking president from Venezuela. And then what else he's doing now? The Epstein files get released. And then he's talking about a whole bunch of shit. This guy's like a movie. And then he got Nicki Minaj. He got Nicki Minaj talking for him. And then the man, friggin', before that, let me bring it all back too. He got TikTok to bow down, right? He got TikTok to bow down. What's he doing? What do you mean? What's Trump doing? Trump is announcing about the alien stuff. He wants to bring up the alien files, the alien and UFO files. This is crazy. But the only reason he's talking about it is because of Obama. He doesn't like that Obama was talking about it. Like, really, it's like, oh shit. Hey, tell me what's going on in the media. He asked somebody, right, one of his advisors, what's going on in the media? Oh, Barack Obama just recently, he went on a podcast, Trump, and he was talking about aliens and UFOs. Yeah, really? Oh shit. And a lot of people really are interested in that. You know, that monkey stuff, what you pulled the other day, no one really gives a damn that much about it. They just thought you were just, picking on them. But guess what? Let's start talking about the aliens too. So yes, that's what happened. Now he's talking about aliens and UFOs, how he's going to do a big press conference, and he wants to really investigate this stuff. Who gives a damn about the aliens and UFOs? Is that putting food in Americans' bellies? He's doing this tariff stuff, and it's been hurting. I don't care what anybody says. It's been hurting some parts of some Americans. It's been hurting some population of Americans, right? Especially if you're doing tourism. A lot of countries don't want to visit America right now. Let's be straight. I could put money on that right now because of all this shit with Trump. It made a lot of tourists not want to come to America. So some Americans are hurting. All this tariff talk, all this takeover talk, And now he's telling you about aliens? Holy shit. Fuck. You really got people, man. Excuse my language. You got people. People, please bring up the likes and subscribe, man. If you're watching the chat, bring up the likes. This guy's like, he's an actor. That's why I said he's Hollywood from the beginning, right? He's been Hollywood from the beginning. He had his reality show where he says, "You're fired." Remember that? You're fired. Yo, what is going on? They want to try to remove him. I don't blame him. He's one sick. Yep. They want to remove him. There's been talk the other day they want to remove this guy because they feel that he's senile, he's not fit to be a president, but then he still got the fight, right? He is an actor. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, exactly. He's an actor. A lot of people in the chat have sense tonight, man. Good, some knowledge in the chat. Yeah, a lot of you guys in the chat actually have a lot of good common sense so far. But there's some MAGA people. They wouldn't agree if they were on here, man. They'll be going back and forth with some of you guys. They'll be saying, "What are you saying, man? Trump is the king. Trump is the king, right?" That's what they'll be saying. Trust me, they'll be saying, "You guys are crazy. Trump is the king. He's not sick, but he got some advisors what are good. He got some people to advise him, to tell him to do all of this shit. What's going on? You gotta think of it now. If you're American, and people, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Bring up the likes if you can, and then I'll probably go back to that real deep down to earth, other conversation in relation to this now. So the man is telling you guys about aliens, right? After today was a big shocker with Prince Andrew. You know why he's doing this? This is desperation. He's probably shitting his pants right now, like his diaper. I mean, like my brother was saying. King, or whatever, not King, I was saying Prince Andrew, this shit could open up another door where Trump is really scared. So you better hope that this guy Andrew really gets locked up and they don't give him any deals. Because if he's really desperate, if he says Trump, and hopefully he doesn't hang himself, like we don't hear that he hanged himself. Because if he says Trump's name for real, that he was involved in something, if he's going down, this is how some of them do it. We just haven't seen it. Puffy is good. He didn't bring nobody down with him. But some people are not like that. If he's going down, that he ain't coming out of prison for doing shit with Epstein, right? He might just implicate Donald Trump, right? But the only difference, he's from the UK. So if he says that Donald Trump was involved, is that gonna stick? Will it stick if he says Donald Trump was involved with Epstein? It could be that. That's why we're hearing about this alien stuff, people. Like, I hope people have good sense to know that they're using this as a big cover up. Prince Andrew will act with a script just like a good boy. You're probably right because they might just unalive him. They might just when you look up Prince Andrew, he has a dirty past way before even the Epstein files. He used to have a nickname. They used to call him the Playboy. He wanted to be called the Playboy way back in the days. There is stories of him having multiple women, multiple orgies. This guy is a English royalty, right? Who was using his royalty to be a rock, if you want to call it a rock star, right? He was using his money and wealth in whatever the titles he was getting from his family, but he was doing a lot of dirty shit on the side. He was doing arms deals. This man was helping with arms. He was doing stuff regarding to arms and using the money from UK. This guy was really responsible for even government, like a government part, right? So even though he's royalty, he was actually doing something like monitoring something with the money with the government with the UK. So that's what they want to charge him with too, with being associated with Epstein, giving Epstein, right, documents or some type of information like trader information, because Epstein was a financier, right? How did Epstein get his money? That's their hustle. He was hustling other rich, wealthy, influenced men to get inside trading, and then he done his dirty shit. He was the pimp of the billionaires. That's what he was. So that's what's coming out. There's more, but they want to tell you about these UFO and alien shit. Think of it. Let's talk about aliens now, right? If we saw any bodies, where's Area 51, right? He doesn't know where Area 51 is. Billionaire pimp, yeah. So Trump is talking about that these aliens, he doesn't even really believe, like he goes back and forth. Let me find something else what Mr. Donald Trump is saying about these aliens. Because I think it's going to continue. This is not just one day. They plan to do hearings on this. Imagine wasting Americans' tax dollars money for alien files. People, please bring up the likes and subscribe. So, wasting tax dollar money for alien files because he hears about Obama talking about it. That's bad, man. All because you hear your enemy talking about the friggin' alien shit. He can't take that Obama has some spotlight. Imagine that. He's a man who just put out that he's a monkey. Like, okay, the video, he says he didn't do it through social. The video with Obama as a monkey or gorilla and his wife. And then he's saying that, yo, Obama, you shouldn't have been talking on that podcast. You're talking some classified shit. Really? Was that classified? What Obama said? Did you guys see that interview? Was that classified shit? I want to know. I don't think so. He was just putting out his opinion, right? Just putting out his opinion. Trump announced comes after former president. See, this was his announcement. He always has to follow people, Mr. Trump. Trump announcement comes after former President Barack Obama said in a podcast interview that aliens are real. But he's not the president, so he can't say that aliens are real. And later clarifying he meant the odds are good that life is out there. Okay, change his mouth. So you got to crucify him for saying that aliens were real. And after then, he said there's a good chance that aliens are out there. He's not the president anymore. This man's just a citizen right now, they're saying. What about Donald Barr's book, Space Relations, Alien, Sex, Sci-Fi? I never checked that. Donald Barr's? I never checked that book. I'm just saying is how this guy's talking. He has to talk after Obama. He has to overshadow after Obama talks. So this is what he says. So he done his clarification, Obama, right? So Obama was answering a series of questions. It was a podcast he was on. This guy was asking certain type of questions, right? They're real, Obama said, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in Area 51, right? So he's trying to say this is what Trump is trying to say because Obama said no aliens are being kept at Area 51, saying that he broke some type of code. Is that what he's trying to say? He's not the president anymore. Yo, look at the craziness. People, bring up the likes. Please subscribe. He's not the president anymore, Obama. When's this beef and this obsession that Trump has on Obama gonna stop? First, he keeps talking. Yo, this man has episodes on Obama. I want to arrest Obama, right? Then a video comes out, Obama and his wife looking like monkeys and apes and shit like that. And then he's saying that he's the one who screwed up his elections and shit like that the first time. And now let's talk about aliens because Barack Obama's talking about aliens. Yo, this man, he's a television show. Trust me. You can't. This guy will make you believe anything, right? So this is what he wants to see. He wants to see this, the alien ship. Beam me up. You know what? I think Trump wishes there are some, like he wants the aliens to take him, right? I don't know if he fully believes this shit, but he knows a lot of Americans will believe it. Guaranteed he knows a lot of you will believe it because, it's more attractive than the Epstein files for some, because the Epstein files, guess what? That's more adult shit. You get what I mean? That's some graphic stuff. It's coming. The graphic stories are coming, people. The graphic stories are coming. And it's not a nice thing what you're going to hear about these graphic stories. Like the stories of children being kidnapped, right? Children being touched a certain way, right? We don't know what else. There's videos. Remember, pedophiles, PDFs. What are they caught for, right? What are they caught for? Not anything. What is nice. It's very disturbing. So remember, there's 2 million or 3 million files, right, of a lot of individuals, not just individuals. Shit, this guy was doing. So you're going to be hearing about Epstein files for years. And then there might be more arrests for years. So now the alien stuff is the big shit. Now, what's next with the alien stuff? Are they going to really do a Project Bluebeam? Well, you know he's going to be after the young aliens. What next? Project Bluebeam? I know about Project Bluebeam, so you got to look out for that shit. If you want me to tell you what Project Bluebeam is, if you don't know, or you want me to read that, I'm going to get that right now. Project Bluebeam for all of you people. And this is what they're planning, and they're already kind of doing it, right? Project Bluebeam. If you don't know, this is some serious shit. There's a lot of people in the conspiracy theorist community what knows about Project Bluebeam, right? So Project Bluebeam returns inside the theory linking Trump. Okay, I didn't know Trump's all in this too. This is new news to me. See, this is crazy. Project Bluebeam returns inside theory linked to Trump UFO disclosure. Shit, they're fast with this shit. Damn. Damn, these conspiracy theories are no joke. I wanted to look up the original Project Bluebeam, but I could read you this, right? Okay, Project Bluebeam, the full story. Who, what, why, and where and how. Who created Project Bluebeam theory? Project Bluebeam is most commonly traced to Serge, yes, Manas, a Canadian conspiracy writer. Remember, he's Canadian, conspiracy writer. That's something common with him, right? And broadcaster, something in common with him. Hopefully, don't take me out like him. In the early 90s, he claimed global institutions, often described as NASA, the United Nations, and political elites were planning a technological deception to restructure religion and government worldwide. That's really going on. Government worldwide, right? Manes' lectures and writings from 1994 became the foundation of the modern blue beam narrative circulating online today, right? So, what about Trump and the nuclear Tesla writings and schematics, patents, etc., owned by Trump? Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. He's going to try to own anything he can what's valuable. Okay, what is Project Blue Beam? You want to know what Project Bluebeam? People, bring up the likes if you can, and please subscribe. You want to know what Project Bluebeam is? Project Bluebeam is a conspiracy theory alleging that the powerful institutions intend to stage a massive world-shaping event, often described as fake alien invasion. You want me to read that over again? Project Bluebeam is a conspiracy theory alleging the powerful institutions, right, government, intend to stage, make up shit, a massive world shaping event. Yes, sounds like what Trump's doing, right? Event, often described as fake news, like Trump says. Fake. Alien invasion, stimulated religion return using advanced technology, AI, right? That's what I'm telling you, and media coordination that's going on with Trump talking today to unify humanity under one new global authority. That's going on. He plans to talk to all these leaders about it, right? Supporters claim it would involve psychological influence, fabricated supernatural experiences in the sky, and coordinated message across governments and media systems, the internet, right? So all of this is kind of scary because it's really going on. It's really going on. Let me see if I could go deeper on this. Okay. Why? Okay. Well, let's go back because this was a journalist from Canada. He died, right? When did the theory originate and why is it resurfacing now? Yes, why is it resurfacing now? Why is it resurfacing now? Now, let me go to it. People, please bring up the likes, subscribe if you can. Subscribe, people. Subscribe. Subscribe, people. It's the Down to Earth Network and bring up the likes. Okay, why would such a plan supposedly exist according to the theory? Let's see. I'm gonna get down to earth with this because this is what's really going on, right? This is what's really going on. Complete with altering the weather and poisoning the food. Yeah, we know that's going on 100%. So why would such a plan supposedly exist? According to the theory, the ultimate goal would be control. So that's what they want. Control. Dismantle existing religious structures. Iran. They're going to be going there. A lot of people want to tear away from that government, that type of structure in Iran, right? Dissolve national identities. It's called NWO, right? Create a unified global political and spiritual system. Didn't Trump say he wants to do Christ Day or God something like with a Christian Day in May or something? So this guy's the journalist who had this concept or whatever these instructions. Manas described the objective as establishing a new belief framework aligned with centralized authority. Now, it's all in motion right now, right? That's why these tariffs are out there, right? So, when did the theory originate and why is it resurfacing now? The origins timeline. I'm going to give you guys the timeline. Early 1990s, Manas promoted Blue Beam concept. 1994, core writings circulated. Okay, let me, I don't want to lose this. What? 1994 core writings circulated. 2000s internet forums spread and remixed the theory because he died in the 90s, right? He died in the 90s. I think it was 95. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, 2020 UFOs disclosure rumors and drone sightings revive interest. See, 2020. Remember the COVID times? Everybody was scared. They got everybody scared. Don't you remember that stuff? Huh? Don't you guys remember that stuff? How they got people? So listen, don't make them fool you. Don't make them fool you. Trump's alien speech rumor fits directly into the cycle, high profile politics figures, extraterrestrial. So someone already updated this shit with Manasseh's Blue Beam. They're warning. I don't even know which site this is, but guarantee they're watching, right? I know about this story itself. I've done my research on this myself, right? So there's a lot of things going on, people. Project Bluebeam, look it up. Serge Manas, right? So he's been a big conspiracy theorist, writer, and stuff like that. Let me see. I'm trying to get back to something else right now. Let's see. But people, please like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Bring up the likes if you can. So, yeah, man. Project Bluebeam conspiracy erupts. It is erupting. 100%. It's erupting. Let me see something. It's erupting right now. You guys want that? Take a little drink. What is Project Bluebeam? Conspiracy theory erupts over drones. This is December 15th. Oh, yeah. You remember the drones over New York? People were saying that there's some big things flying over New York. This was a couple years ago. And people, I think they said some people may have, I don't know if they shot it down or anything, but I remember there was people talking about sightings over New York, right? These lights, these things, people thought it was UFOs and one got shot down or something. It crashed in the city and it was a drone, right? Some type of drone. So it looks like what the government, they have these drones flying over New York and stuff like that, but it looked like UFOs to some people high up, right? So then there was in Florida. You remember Florida? there was these sightings. People, I don't know, people put, I don't know if AI was big then or what was really going on, but people are running. They're saying they saw these aliens or some type of beings, and people are running up and down the place and shit like that. Don't you remember? It was on. I seen it on Instagram. People are saying in Florida there's these type of, they saw some type of beings. There's all this shit, and then you got the Atlas thing. I don't know if you guys heard about the Atlas. Just October, what passed last year, they're talking about the Atlas shit that is coming to Earth. So this is all intertwined with Trump. It says, damn, it's crazy. Roseanne Barr. Oh, you're talking about Roseanne Barr, New York City, November 14th, 2023. Okay, what was she saying? On Saturday, Donald Trump supporting celebrity Roseanne Barr. Okay, that's his friend. Roseanne Barr posted on X, formerly Twitter. Now you see what I mentioned, Project Bluebeam, every week on my podcast. Oh, that, yeah, she's been talking. They make her look real crazy because they say she's racist too. Roseanne, remember Roseanne? She lost her show when you came back, her second time trying to uh, bring back the Roseanne show. She got fired because they said she was racist. So she's Republican, I guess, because she's saying, remember, what is Project Bluebeam? Project Bluebeam is a conspiracy theory originated in the 1990s, proposed by a Canadian journalist. I'm reminding you guys, a Canadian journalist, Serge Manas, right? So if you want to believe in the aliens, you can believe in the aliens. But then you might have to look this way, that all of this stuff, what Mr. Trump is saying, is part of this Project Bluebeam to just scare people, scare everybody around the world. And if everybody around the world say, oh shit, they believe, oh, there's aliens, man. You see, Trump, he said that, and the rest of the leaders, there's more leaders who agree with him. Damn, now this is a way to scare humanity. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is a good way to scare people. And now you'll listen. Are you gonna fall for it? I wouldn't fall for it, man. You guys gotta be careful. Because like I'm saying, they're protecting these pedos who are doing rituals on Epstein Island with young girls. Right? You don't want too much billionaires to be locked up. Let's be straight up for resetting the monetary system. Do you think they really want all these billionaires to be locked up? Now, I'm not saying Prince Andrew's a billionaire, but he's royalty. So he knows money. He's seen money. So he's one of the first. Well, besides Maxwell, he's the guy, the next guy, and then there's going to be another. There should be more. There should be more. But guess what? The alien stuff, it got you. Guaranteed. I'm going to be hearing this alien stuff being talked about all the way into next week, right? What else we're going to see? Before you know it, it's going to be breaking news. It's going to say, shit, oh, Trump is on television, breaking news, talking about aliens. Then everybody's going to jump and say, fuck, look, Trump, he's talking about the aliens. And then all around the world, that's going to be taken over because he's going to say, yo, the other people in the world, they witnessed some lights too, right? They have witnessed lights in the skies and shit like that. Meanwhile, it's really just a government friggin' what's called high tech flying whatever jet and shit like that, right? Or illusions. So, what do you want to believe? Do people want to? Are you going to believe Trump? That's what I want to know. Because, okay, respect. Like, are you going to believe Trump? Let's just really look on that shit. But he knows some people are not going to fully believe him. That's why he's saying he wants to get the information from these agencies in the government. He wants all the information they know in regards to the UFO and alien shit. But is this important? This is not important. This is a spit in the face to American people because it's not important to friggin' know about these alien files where you guys were putting people in insane asylums for believing in this stuff. So now, how is that? You are gonna actually make it sound legit about the aliens after put some people in like crazy houses for this shit? Damn. Damn. I guess he could fool a lot of people. People, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. I guess you can fool a lot of people nowadays. People will believe in anything. It's true what my brother been saying, right? People will believe in anything, whatever's more attractive. And the sad thing about it, there's a like 20 what 1,200 victims that Epstein. They're saying there's 1,200 victims. That's another thing, what's going over people's heads. 1,200 victims, millions of these files, Epstein files, but you want to talk about alien files and UFO files. Don't get caught up. They want to talk about alien files and alien files and Epstein files at the same time. It keeps changing, people. So look, I'm going to do a test right now. And I'm going to go get out of Project Bluebeam. I'm going to see what's the biggest news with Trump. Just search that shit up, right? What's the biggest news with Trump? Just search that shit up, and that will be the biggest news all through the weekend. People, bring up the likes if you can, if you haven't, and please subscribe. No, what's the biggest news with Trump? What's the biggest news with Trump? Because he's talking aliens right now. Talking aliens. It's Hollywood. Donald Trump's Hollywood. What's the biggest news with Trump, people? Now, let's see. The U.S. about to go to war with Iran. See, that's the news. What people should be talking about. The U.S. This is an hour ago. Shit. So this is to show you the distraction. Man, I hope this ain't true, especially if you're American. For you, this is just an hour ago. After we talking about all this alien shit, 5 minutes ago, I'm updating you, people. Please bring up the likes and subscribe. 5 minutes ago, breaking news, and I don't want this shit to happen. The US is about to go to war with Iran. Here's what we know. 5 minutes ago. This is not good. President Donald Trump has ordered the largest buildup of U.S. military forces in decades to apply unprecedented pressure on Iran, potentially to launch a devastating attack against the regime. National security experts told the Desert News. Yo, this is recent news, breaking news. This don't look good. Us just talking about this. Meanwhile, we're talking about all this shit. This guy is up to something. Trump told global leaders on Thursday that they would find out within 10 days whether he will take negotiations with Iran a step further. The two countries have engaged in talks, even as hundreds of military assets have shifted to the Middle East. That's why you hear about Russia coming. The buildup is the largest since Iraq War. Damn, there's something going on. And this is not made up shit. Meanwhile, talking about alien shit, this is what's going on. The buildup is the largest since the Iraq War, over 20 years ago, according to Trump's former national security advisor, Robert O'Brien, and the former Pentagon official, Alex Politas. The escalating includes over 100 attack planes and two aircraft. They're gonna hit. They're gonna hit. When you build up like that, what I know, they're going to hit them. So now it's Friday, right? Saturday, Sunday, right? He says 10 days. So he plans to hit them, just say if it's 2 weeks from now, right? When he said 10 days, he's just, playing his cards right. So he's basically saying to me, by next Friday, and I want to look up that date. By next Friday, that's when they're going to release the shit on Iran. By next Friday, they're going to release something on Iran if they don't come good. And imagine bringing America in a new war. A new war. That's buildup. That's real buildup. You don't have all those people down in the Middle East like that. 100 attack planes, 100 attack planes. So when they do that big bombing, what they plan and knock out their power, the 100 attack planes are gonna go to all the major cities. I'm guaranteed 100 attack planes is going to all the major cities of Iran, right? So they're gonna send maybe 20 over, so 20 somewhere, 20 another place, 20 another place, 20 another place. Meanwhile, they're doing the big bombing, and that military, they're gonna level every single military section in Iran. They're gonna knock all that power out. Why do they have so much military there? It's not for fun. They have all that military there to do something. So people, yo, let's see if the gas and the oil and all this food shit goes up. He's putting tariffs on all of these countries in the world like it's going to help America, but it's not going to help America. It's going to hurt America, especially if America's in a war. It's going to hurt them even more. It's going to hurt the people even more. Um, he's hoping that there's no casualties. That's what he's hoping. He's hoping for no casualties. This just came an hour ago. Why is this just an hour ago? Right? The main story what comes up an hour ago is Iran. What about this alien shit? That's why I said this alien shit is a big distraction. This alien shit is a big distraction. Shit. This is what people wanted. They voted this guy back or whatever. He's back in place, right? He's back in place. He's back in power right now. And he's back with for revenge. He's back for revenge. He wants to um, do something. But this alien stuff, yo, he got people. Yo, do you know Trump is going to talk about aliens? Imagine some of the nerds. I'm not saying you have to be a nerd to believe in it, but he got it good, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, Trump, man, he's cool, man. He's going to talk about aliens, man. He's going to finally tell people what we've been believing for so long, that there is aliens, you know? Yeah, so you give a shit about that. But meanwhile, the sick, nasty MF guys who are billionaires like Trump, some of the people he knows, you're not gonna hear about nothing no more about the files. So you know what they're doing? They're making this story so saturated with the Epstein shit that you don't want to hear about it anymore. Reverse psychology. So talk about it so much, bring all these characters out so much that you don't even want to hear about no Epstein shit. But guess what? You want to hear about alien shit. You want to hear about the UFOs. You want to hear about them actually having some ETs, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. You want to hear about the ET stuff, right? You want to hear about the ETs. And he knows that, man. Trump knows that people want to hear about the ETs. But meanwhile, they're gearing up for war. This is just an hour ago. Is the US about to go to war with Iran? Right? Why? Trump demanding big. Okay, let's see now. Trump breaking news. Of course, it's going to be the alien shit. Trump stunts everybody with urgent 24-hour announcement. What? 20 hours ago, 24-hour announcement. Donald Trump's news. That's why you got the Truth Social shit. Man, this guy has his own social media. He's going crazy, including updates. This guy's crazy. Man. This guy loves the spotlight, man. He loves the spotlight. Trust me. He's an actor. So, the alien stuff. Do you guys believe that in the chat? Do you believe this alien stuff? It's all right, man. You could talk, man. Maybe you do. But I think it's a distraction from real, more important shit. Because for years they've been saying it's a hoax. So if you've been, as the government, been saying it's a hoax, you know what a hoax means? Okay, let me, because I know there's a lot of people believe in this alien shit. Let me bring up what a hoax is. Hoax. I think some people don't know what a hoax is, right? This is what the government kept saying, right? The government is saying, yo, aliens it's a hoax. So they've been disrespecting people, right? Widely publicized falsehood created to deceive its audience with false and often astonishing information. So this is what the government been putting out. Whenever you talk about aliens, oh, I remember reading the shit. It's a hoax. A hoax is widely publicized falsehood created to deceive its audience with false and often astonishing information with either malicious or humorous intent of causing shock and interest in as many people as possible. Don't look at the Epstein files. You're right. Don't look at the Epstein files. Let's look at the alien files. You're right. What you're saying. Say it loud. Don't look at the Epstein files. Let's look at these alien files. Some hoaxes intend to eventually unmask their representations as having been a hoax, so as to expose their victims as fools. So to expose their victims as fools. So people back in the days who are saying they saw aliens and shit like that, is to expose you guys who they kidnapped and say you guys are damn fools. Seeking some form of profit, other hoaxes hope to maintain the hoax indefinitely, so that it is the only when skeptical people willing to investigate their claims publish their findings that the hoaxes are finally revealed as such. So that's what they've been saying about this whole alien stuff. I'm just saying, for years, that's what I've been hearing. But this alien shit is a hoax. But now it's real to a lot of people. Some people get really mad at you if you say, yo, this alien shit is fake. So what do you mean? Do you think we're the only ones alive in the universe? There has to be some different type of life. Of course there's aliens. I saw UFOs and shit like that. So guess what? Back in the days, they'll label you as crazy if you believe in aliens. But now you could say, yo, man, I believe in aliens and you don't look funny. People, bring up the likes if you can. If you're in the chat, please subscribe. Bring up the likes. The term hoax is occasionally used in reference to urban legends. Now I'm going to get down to earth with this. We're going to get real down to earth with this, right? We're going to get real down to earth with this. Now I'm going to give some people what it really is. Just trying to get this right now. Because it's going to hurt some people's feelings, right? The term hoax, right, is occasionally used in reference to urban legends and rumors, but the folklorist John Harold Boone Van argues that most of them lack evidence and deliberate creations of falsehoods that are passed along in good faith by believers or as a joke. So the term should be used for only those with probable conscious attempts to deceive. As for the closely related term, practical joke and prank, so states that although there are instances where they overlap, hoax tends to indicate relatively complex and large-scale fabrications, includes deceptions that go beyond the merely playful and cause material loss or harm to the victim. So they've been saying all of this about the alien stuff for years. I'm just giving you guys an example. They've been telling people for years it's a hoax in all these books about aliens and different, especially aliens and UFOs, right? But now the government, the same government, what's been telling you it's a hoax for so long, and people been going to the what is called insane asylum, right? Or the medical or the what's called mental illness, right? They say you have mental illness. Now you got a president who's saying that, yo, he's gonna investigate or release the UFO and alien files from the agencies what been investigating about flying, about things in the skies for years, and people talking about if there's possible aliens. That's what's important. Think of it. This is crazy. I know people must have common sense right now, right? But no Epstein files people are paying attention to. You guys are not paying attention to this guy. Let me show you. You're not paying attention to this guy. You're not paying attention to this guy, right? not paying attention to this guy. Uh-uh. But want to pay attention to what this guy's saying right now. Want to pay attention to that. He's fooling a lot of you people. And you know what? It's sad because he knows, he said the Republicans, right? The Republicans, or what I'm saying, he's saying, not the Republicans. People will believe in anything what they watch on TV. The American people, they'll believe in anything they see on TV. That's what he said a long time ago. So if he says that, he's been saying that a long time ago. Do you believe anything what comes out of his mouth? But this time the difference is he's using the government, the other intelligence agencies for this. So he's saying he's going to do his whatever, his investigation into all of these what's called conspiracy theories, if you want to call it, involving aliens. Do you guys care about it? I think a lot of people want it to be real because you know what? It's something fascinating. But the Epstein files, the nasty, rich billionaires who've been touching little girls and doing more than that on an island, a cultish island with wealthy, nasty uh, men, right? And maybe some women, you don't want to hear about that, right? You want to hear, it's true. People don't want to hear about that. It's kind of really disturbing. But those people get away with murder, right? They're getting away with murder. And people, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff, right? Tonight, we're talking about Donald Trump and his announcement soon that he wants to come out soon and say that the U.S. government, or whatever, the military has witnessed some UFOs, unidentified flying objects they can't explain, and the rumors about if aliens exist. I don't think they're gonna go that far. Like aliens, you're gonna tell what? Where's the evidence? UFOs could be other governments who are spying. It could be spies. People, bring up the likes if you can, and please subscribe. It could be spies. Why do we have to believe in that it has to be something high tech, more higher than humans? It could just be humans themselves, right? With the technology, what they're not showing us all the time, right? There's AI. AI just came out not that long ago. This high tech AI. You see what AI has been doing, right? People are gonna say it's aliens. So the AI comes from some aliens. Has to be. Cannot be humans. The AI is from aliens. People, do you believe that? People, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Bring up the likes. So it has to be from the aliens, someone above humans. What's next? What's next? I look up the update, and it looks like America's ready to go to war with Iran. I hope that they don't do that shit. Really, you got a mad now. He's on another level. Like it's like he's on another level to cause destruction. Like this. Now I see why they want to try to take him out of the government. Now I see why they've been saying, "Yo, they want to try to remove him from the government," because if he really has the military in the Middle East like that right now, and they're building up like that, and remember, he already bombed Iran, you know. You guys don't forget he bombed Iran's nuclear site already. That was big for him to do that. So if he bombs them this time, he said it too. Don't forget, I got good memory. I see this guy. He says the next time it's going to be something more. So what is he going to do? Where's these base? Who is he going to really punish? And how much people is the American military going to kill? Because that's what's going to happen. Those people are going to stand by the side of whatever that regime. The best thing for them is to have, if they, I don't know if they're going to make them overthrow, if they have any agents in there they're saying that was going on for a while. That's what we're seeing on the media. That shit was going on. And then now look, right? So this alien stuff, is the shit just to put over people's eyes right now, right? All this alien talk. And it's going to continue. They're saying, oh, we got a lot of stuff to talk about in regards to these alien or whatever UFO sightings. That's more important than the Epstein files. What's the next files he's going to bring out? You got to look on it. What is the next friggin' files this guy's going to start to talk about now? Right? What's next? The Bible? That's the next thing you're going to hear. You're going to hear that he found some spiritual, I don't know, some shit. You're going to say that, oh, we discovered this shit. That's the next thing you're going to see. Trust me, remember, alien shit. The next thing you're going to say, oh, fuck, we found Jesus. sorry to say that, but that's the next thing. You're going to say, we found something. Next thing he's going to say, he found something in regards to religion. Because if he puts that out, oh man, he looks very holy and shit. Remember, who's the Pope now? It's American Pope, right? There's American. The Pope right now is American. I'm just telling you that he's an American Pope. The new Pope is American, so that's a symbol of the times, right? So the next thing after alien is going to be something. Oh shit, something godly. He's going to try to pull off something like that. This man's doing a lot, people. Please subscribe. Bring up the likes if you can, right? Down to Earth Network, Down to Earth Podcast on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts. Yeah. So do you guys believe in the aliens? 1 in the chat if you believe in aliens. 2 in the chat, no. 1 in the chat if you believe in the aliens, right? Don't be scared. 1 in the chat if you believe in aliens. 2, no. I want to see this. It's interesting. This chat, a lot of people maybe don't get, anybody asking that question. But 1 in the chat, if you believe there is aliens, 2 no. Are you guys scared? Should be scared. Should be scared right now. Trump wants to make this a big announcement. He's saying he's been doing plans for weeks to announce this. So it's not new. He said there's been saying for the last couple of weeks he's been having plans to announce this. I don't know if it's true or just because Obama was on a podcast. But he's saying for weeks they had plans to announce what he's going to come out with. It's kind of ridiculous, man. This man's putting out all types of, it's like, I got to say, almost like shit. He's putting out all this stuff just to try to confuse a lot of people, right? In the same time, Thursday, big news comes out about Epstein's best friend, and he gets locked up. His best friend gets locked up. One of it, just call it Prince Andrew gets locked up in regards to, sharing emails or some shit, some knowledge, doing some illegal shit, right? And it's because of the Epstein files being talked about, being exposed, why the UK looked into it and arrested Prince Andrew. Will he be released or what? Do you guys know about what's going on? I think some people might know about what's going on and some people don't know in relation to this alien shit, because I'm gonna say it again. They're talking about releasing alien or UFO documents or files. Meanwhile, you got this guy. I gotta put this out because this is recent news, people. This is recent news. They're not talking about, which they are talking about, but this alien shit is really good. It must be an emergency for them to start talking about this alien stuff, because this is what it is. Ex-Prince Andrew feels he's being prosecuted and is a victim amid arrest. Oh, he's talking now. Okay. Former Prince Andrew Mountbatten of Windsor arrested by UK police. That was 19 hours ago. So this is what I'm talking about. Trump even knows this guy, right? So it's a good thing to make up this alien shit. Okay, so I don't know if you know. Andrew Mountbatten is Prince Charles, the King of uh, uh, England's little brother, right? So it shows him a photograph leaving the police station in the back of a car after his arrest. Prince Andrew, the guy involved with Epstein's good friend. the nasty guys who were with the underage girls, right? The latest, Andrew Mountbatten of Windsor, formerly known as Prince Andrew, was released. Oh, damn, this is recent news. From police custody after being arrested on suspicion of misconduct in the public office. He was released under investigation, police said, meaning he has neither been charged or exonerated. So they did arrest him and then they released him? That's kind of fishy. That's the update. King Charles Andrew's brother said the authorities had our full and wholesome wholehearted support and cooperation. Andrew's arrest follows scrutiny over his close relationship with Jeffrey Epstein after the release of millions of pages and documents connected to the U.S. investigation of the convicted ex-offender. Police previously said they were assessing reports revealed in the Epstein files that Mountbatten Windsor sent trade information to Epstein in 2010 when the former prince was Britain's special envoy for international trade, saying he was doing some illegal shit with money, trade. Mountbatten Windsor had already been a cast out of the royal circle. So you see how the story changes? You see how the story changes? Damn, right? It was all out arrest, and then that's a shame in the media. Then he gets released. Arresting a royal is extraordinary feature in the UK. Damn, it's crazy, people. Arresting a royal extraordinary. So he was arrested. That was the big news. And now he's released. Good thing I'm covering this. Now he's released. So you gotta look, that's dirty. Dirty business. Shit. And we're talking about aliens. The man got released, and he's the one who done a deal with that what's her name? The girl who passed away. What's her name? This is a photo. An email with Jeffrey Epstein's files believed to have been written by Ghislaine Maxwell appears to confirm the photograph of Andrew Mountbatten of Windsor with his arm around Virginia Guffey. There is a picture. And they're saying that he paid her off. And there was there's lies in that whole shit. But now he's out. Now the alien story will take over, right? Once again, the alien story will take over. Jay-Z, he's off, right? So the alien story will take over. He probably threatened to sue people, Jay-Z. So now the alien story will be the biggest shit. Trust me. People, bring up the likes if you can. If you're in the chat, support the platform. If you haven't liked, hit that like button, the notification bell and all that stuff. Yes. So now Jay-Z is off. Jay-Z is off, right? They wanted him. They wanted Jay-Z, right? This guy, Andrew, Prince Andrew, I heard of him before. Dirty, dirty. So this shows you if this man is off right now, like they arrested him, maybe they're gonna come back for him. I'm not gonna say they ain't gonna come back for him. They only have him on suspicion. They're still investigating him. This man is with the royal family. He's really big, like more than we know it. Like they have a different relationship. So maybe it's like we don't know what type of agreement or either way, they arrested him. So they're warning him that we're coming for you. We don't have all the evidence, but we're coming to get you. So don't be surprised they arrest them again if they find anything. That's what they're saying. But meanwhile, we're occupied with the ICE. Don't forget the ICE stuff about them taking away your freedom, right? Don't forget in America that the ICE is they could see, they could know everything about you with the surveillance. Don't forget that because they have that power. So meanwhile, y'all watching the show. Oh yeah, the Epstein's. Oh, the Epstein files. Oh, the alien stuff. Okay, so they have you watching all that shit, and now they got the ICE watching you. watching who really believes this shit, right? And whoever believes and starts to talk, they're gonna come at you, right? So if it's all about grifting more money, don't be stupid again. Money will be funneled somewhere. Yes, they're gonna funnel the money somewhere. Now they're talking about this crypto or something to do with they're talking about the money too. Yeah, they have ways now. They have a whole bunch of ways. It's the AI age, right? People, please bring up the likes and subscribe. But Mr. Trump, he's planning a big. They're saying, let's see if he's gonna fall back on this and not even bring it up again. Do you think he's gonna continue with this alien talk, like this UFO talk? He was saying he doesn't believe it himself. Do you believe he's gonna bring up this whole UFO talk back again? Will he like kind of bring it down, or is he gonna continue because they're saying that he wants to do he wants to talk about it, right, and include the whole world in it? He's saying that it's not just him. He's making it like it's not just him. That's what he's how he's talking. He's talking like, yo, this is something what's really the world might want to know about, and it's more interesting than the Epstein files. Him himself says, yo, I want to stop talking about the Epstein stuff. There's more important stuff than the Epstein stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of important stuff about the Epstein stuff, but you're nervous. You're nervous for a reason, right? You're probably thinking, damn, man, all these politicians, some of these people were my friends and shit like that. I know I want to hurt some of them. I hate some of those Democrats, but shit, man. Damn. Maybe, damn, I got to talk about something else. What was my mistake? I couldn't control it. Let's talk about the aliens, right? Let's make people think about these alien stuff, that it's real shit, right? People, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Bring up the likes if you can. All in the chat. Bring up the likes. Support the platform. So, yeah, it's down to earth. This is what's going on. Mr. Trump every day has a new episode. I want to see if he's going to continue talking about this alien shit. Or will he stop talking about it? That's the big news. Are they going to pick the Iran situation? Or are they going to talk about the alien situation? Which one? The Iran situation or the alien situation? What do you guys think? Do you think the war stuff is going to take over, or he's going to continue with the alien shit? I think that the war stuff is coming. It's going to come, and maybe might have a mixture of it. Think of it. You got to make up a situation. Talk about these alien stuff. Rile up the people. Oh, there's aliens out there, or some shit like that. Maybe, whatever. And then, right, hit with a war. So a war's going on. America starts blasting, right? Blasting. And after then, this UFO shit. Think of it. You gotta think of it. Or is this an excuse to use some weapons? Like I'm gonna bring, good thing I'm still on here, gonna bring it down to earth. Is this an excuse to use your new toys right now? What appears as UFOs, and that's what's going to be hidden in Iran. It's not going to be no normal jets. They say, oh yeah, they see all these these U.S. military there. Meanwhile, they really have some shit out of this world, and it's going to hit Iran like they never seen before. You heard about the story in Venezuela? I don't know if you heard about how they came in Venezuela, how a guy described it, how they came in Venezuela. They knock the power out. So they make sure you have no power when America comes in. You ain't gonna have a power to see them coming. So they knock your shit out, right? Then boom, 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 blast your shit out after they knock your shit out because they could see your shit, but you can't see them. And then this is what the guy said, how he witnessed. People were throwing up, bleeding from their nose, throwing up. So the soldiers were bleeding from their nose, throwing up, they had no time to even defend anything, right? Okay. Then they kidnapped the mother, they kidnapped the president of Venezuela. So they have these weapons no one ever seen before. And you know what they said? When that was going on, 19 individuals, I don't know, they said 19 individuals was falling from the sky. Like, I guess, I don't know if you said special commandos or something shit, but he said there's only 20 of them. It wasn't like 100 of them. There's 20 of them. After all that shit, the bombing went down and shit like that. Whatever they want to call it, if it's special soldiers, or you could do the same conspiracy like aliens, special beings, or what, they came down, 20 of them, and that's it. Everything, they took over Venezuela. They took it over like that. This is coming from a Venezuelan soldier, eyewitness of how they came in, right? And now they have the president of Venezuela locked up in America. Meanwhile, we're talking about aliens, right? They've been working hard. I have to give him. He locked up a big drug kingpin not too long ago they got this guy to give up himself in some type of way. They locked up that guy Ryan Wedding. They're blaming the cartels for all the drugs, which probably you can say that's why they went into Venezuela. Uh, this is a movie, right? Remember, that's why they went to Venezuela, because of the cartels. Because of the cartels, they're blaming for a lot of the drugs in America, right? And that's why he deported a whole bunch of people from South America before he went to Minnesota, right? And that's why the ICE now is bigger than ever, and they've been building up his own army. He's been investing in the ICE to go everywhere in America now and do surveillance on people. But people want to believe in the alien stuff, right? Want to believe in the alien stuff. It's bad. Bad, bad, bad. People, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Like, comment, all that good stuff, right? Support the platform, people. What's next from this guy? He's doing a lot of work on America. Every day he had a whole bunch of black Americans praising him in Texas. Oh, Trump, leave him alone. He's doing the right shit or the right stuff. Leave him alone. And then now you're hearing about this whole stuff about aliens. Leave Trump alone. He's a great man and all this shit. And now he's doing all of this? Man, he got some people, yo. You got to give it to him, man. These people must be scared or some shit like that. Must be scared of Donald Trump. What's Donald Trump? What kind of money? What did he do for you seeing these black women come up on stage and say, oh, Trump, leave Trump alone. He's so good of blah, 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 blah. And then he's talking about this shit today. Yesterday, how's anybody supposed to leave him alone and he's talking about all these different shit? There's even other stuff I don't even know what this guy's trying to put through. Right? First, he wants to take over these countries, and then he wants to first he wants to do tariffs, take over countries, right? Deport people, right? And then fucking, then alien shit, Epstein stuff. People, please like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. If you want to believe in the alien stuff, that's all right with me. Believe in the alien stuff. But I would not be listening to Trump. I would not be listening to Trump. And he's trying to accuse Obama of exposing something. He's trying to say Obama exposed something. The only reason he's talking about this is because Obama. This man really has a hard on for Obama. He really hates Obama. Just because Obama went on a podcast and he got attention, he wants attention. If Obama never went on a podcast and spoke about aliens, Trump wouldn't be talking about, let me look up those files. Think of it. Would Trump be talking about looking up any files? Huh? Would he be talking about looking up any files? People, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. He wouldn't be bringing that up. He would not be bringing up nothing about aliens. I know a lot of people in the chat, you're smart. He wouldn't be bringing up anything about aliens if Mr. Obama wasn't talking about it in a podcast. So, what kind of president is going on in America? A crazy mother, crazy. And yo, people are praising Trump like he's the king. I know people respect him because he speaks his mind and shit like that. And he's done some things where some people love because it's old fashioned and stuff like that. And he's to some people like a man's man, how he thinks and shit. I don't even know. So that's why I guess he's getting some support, right? People have voted him in to be the president, or if that even counts, right? If that really even counts, so he knows he got influence, and what makes him even feel more better is that he got even a good amount of black people who vouch for him, who like him, right? Some real house ones Trump got the ladies speaking for him, and yo, did you see that crowd yesterday with Donald Trump? Did you see that? You see all those the black folk? You see all of them praising him? They're all in that room and shit like that. So, man, he's good. He knows how to work the audience, right? So now he's gonna work people with the alien stuff. Oh yeah, the aliens, the UFOs. I wonder if he's gonna twist it. I wonder how he's gonna twist it because he's saying Obama. He said something he shouldn't have said. It's only me who should be talking. He said Obama. He spoke something he shouldn't be saying. But I'm the one who's gonna go to the agencies and get the real info. What did Obama was just putting his opinion out, answering questions. He was putting his opinion out, answering questions. Was he really serious? I don't know, but it seems like he was enjoying himself. People, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. It seems to me he was enjoying himself, people. He was enjoying himself. So Trump wants to take it serious. Like, holy shit, Obama, you spoke things you're not supposed to speak. Yes, that's what he's saying. You're speaking about these things where you're not supposed to speak. So guess what now? You could be in trouble. But I'm gonna save you because I'm gonna talk about this same subject in a on in the Oval Office. So I'm gonna save you because I'm actually gonna speak about it myself. That's what he's saying. I'm saving Obama too by speaking about it because he's done something what is wrong by talking about if he believes in aliens and stuff like that and saying he never witnessed anything being a president, right? And he said aliens are real. So he wants to charge, or you would say crucify Obama for saying aliens are real, and Obama corrected himself after. This is the guy who's running America, Mr. Trump. This is the guy pulling the strings, maybe, or someone's pulling his strings, right? This is the guy a lot of people put faith in. People, please like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, right? Like I said, Project Bluebeam, look up Project Blue Beam. I say it again for the people in the chat. And Google this on your phone. Look it up. Project Blue Beam. Look that shit up because it's real. That's what's really going on. Right? So I don't know what level is it at now. I think the Project Blue Beam level What's going on right now is the announcement. So first it's the announcement, and then shit, the staging of things to come. So I don't know what they're gonna come out with to make it seem like there's something really real to this whole thing, but look out for that. Look out for that, because he wants to make himself look real good. So when he announces all of this shit, it's going to be like the American president announced that the American military had witnessed unidentified objects which they cannot explain. I don't know about the alien stuff really. The alien stuff might be something which is very more sensitive, because when you talk about the alien stuff, Christians and people who believe in God, they're not going to want to believe in that it's other life forms around, because in the people who are really religious believes that God only created humankind, right? So that's why they're saying Trump doesn't really even believe this shit. Like they're saying back and forth, he doesn't really believe in the alien stuff. But just because Mr. Obama has talked about it, hey, maybe just let's look up into this shit. I thought it's just some Hollywood stuff, right? I'm not gonna believe this stuff, but let's just talk about it because it's pretty interesting. Obama, they got talking about aliens, so I got to talk about aliens. Think of it. He got to talk about aliens and UFOs. I could go, I want to go back to an article of Donald Trump and these aliens. But it's limited, I notice, right? I notice these stories where are coming out is limited of what is put out. Because he's saying he got to get it from the agencies, right? Trump, aliens. Aliens. Okay. Could be illegal. Illegal aliens. Trump says he's directing the Pentagon to release files related to the UFOs and aliens. So he's serious. He's directing stuff for from the Pentagon. He wants to direct it. Direct it. Trump claims he'll order agencies to begin releasing records on aliens. Trump claims he'll order agencies to begin releasing records on aliens and UFOs. This is like this is like a movie. The US President Donald Trump said on Thursday he would direct federal agencies to begin releasing government files related to aliens and unidentified flying objects, citing that he describes strong public interest. Because the public has interest, that's the only reason. But no one has interest in the Epstein files. No one has that, right? No one has that at all. In the social media post, Trump said, right? Hold on a minute. In a social media post, uh, in a social media post, Trump said he would order Pentagon Chief Pete, same shit. So let's see if we see an update, Friday night update about this whole thing. We shall see. All those UFO sightings, they weren't aliens, just experimental aircraft, says the Pentagon. You hear that? So the Pentagon did respond. It says all those UFO sightings, right? I'm going to get to this. If you guys hang on, let me get to this. So it says, this is interesting. Pentagon respond. Pentagon respond. And you haven't heard this before, but the Pentagon, right, addresses long held beliefs that the US government is covering up existing aliens, right? He says just experimental aircraft, says the Pentagon. Experimental aircraft. The Pentagon is seen from Air Force One as it flies over Washington. Okay, let's see. There's no verifiable evidence that any UFO sightings in the US was actually extraterrestrial. UFO doesn't mean aliens, people. According to the new Pentagon report that addresses the long-held belief that the U.S. government is covering existence of aliens. The report on the historical record of the U.S. government involving with the unidentified anomalies phenomenon (UAP) released Friday also said that the spike in supposed UFO sightings since 1945 was actually U.S. experimental technologies in space, rocket and air systems, including stealth technologies and proliferation of drone platforms. So, saying they've been having drones from a long time ago. They've been doing this drones from a long time ago, from way back. All investigative efforts and all levels of classifications conclude the most sightings were ordinary objects and phenomenon, and the result of misidentification. Pentagon presses. So they're saying this is not no alien stuff. It's their shit. They're saying it's their experimental flying objects. People, please like if you can. Bring up the likes and subscribe, people, to the Down to Earth Network. From the 1940s to the 1960s, especially, the United States witnessed a boom in experimental technologies driven by World War II and the Cold War. The report noted by way of explanation, right? To compile the 63-page report, an all domain anomaly resolution office, AARO, within the Department of Defense reviewed all official U.S. government investigation efforts since 1945, researched classified and unclassified archives, conducted approximately 30 interviews, and partnered with intelligence communities and Department of Defense officials responsible for controlled and special access program oversight. So they're saying it's their shit. People might not believe them, but they're saying a lot of the stuff you're seeing is experimental aircraft where they don't have to tell the friggin' community that it's them. They don't have to tell, the nation everything. It's experimental aircraft, people. It's not no alien stuff. We've been doing experimental aircraft for a long time, stealth technology. Some people may argue and saying the stealth technology comes from aliens. People still want to believe that. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Right? So US officials have endeavored to find answers and the legions of reported UFO sightings over the years, but so far have not identified any actual evidence of extraterrestrial life. You hear that? So what are we saying, people? What are we waiting for? Really? What are we waiting for from this guy? What is this really? This means nothing. That's what I'm reading right here. All of this announcement means nothing. So he's like spitting, especially in Americans' faces, saying, we're going to put out this bull crap. We know that, it's some experimental stuff. What we're going to say, it's some experimental flying stuff, what we've been doing for years. But this will kind of slow down people from caring about the other stuff, what's really important. So, Americans love entertainment. It's easy to fool them because they love Hollywood. They've been putting this whole alien UFO stuff through Hollywood forever. So let's keep the narrative going so we could go over Iran and do what we want. We could do what we want around the world. And plus, we could hide the nasty pedophiles, maybe some of them, who are involved with the Epstein. And then, at the same time, the ICE agents who he supports could take away your freedom, look online who's talking against the government and who's talking against them, target them, and go knocking at their house. So this is what's going on, right? But people want to talk about alien stuff, 100%. So the Pentagon shutting this shit down. Flying saucer reports of cultural phenomena. The Pentagon reported and said there is persistent narrative in the popular culture that the U.S. government or the secretive organizations within it recovered off-world spacecraft. Why? On biological extraterrestrial remains that it operates a program to reverse engineer and recover technology, and that it has conspired since the 1940s to keep this effort hidden from the United States Congress and the American public. Ah, you see how that sounds? That sounds kind of crazy, man. What I just read. uh, this is like a movie, man. This is like a movie. So you look crazy. It's like they're going back and forth, like saying you're crazy if you believe in the aliens. But now they're putting it out in social media so strong that you would think that it's real. Not saying you can't believe it, but the Pentagon has basically said these are some experimental things, what you're seeing flying in the sky. It's not anything coming from other world. They don't like they're denying all that stuff, right? The government. So it's either you believe the government or you don't. And people, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Read the Bible. You might believe in God. I read the Bible. I know about the Bible, boy mama. But some people don't believe in that shit. There's a lot of atheists, scientists, right? You could read the Bible. Read the Bible for what? What's your point? What's your point about reading the Bible? I'm talking about Donald Trump, right? Look in for your politics. Look, if you're American, look at what this guy's talking about. I think you need to look about what this guy is doing as a distraction, right? Unless you think, oh, God's coming to save you now. He's coming to save you now. It's the last days, so you got to go read the Bible, right? Please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. A lot of people are scared right now. That's what I see. I don't see all the MAGA people coming out. Where's all the MAGAs? Does the MAGA people who support Trump believe in aliens? Trump didn't say he necessarily believes in the aliens, but this is the story, what he wants to push out there. This is really important, more than the Epstein files, more than these sick men who's touching little girls, right? That's more important, people. People, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. It's the Down to Earth podcast, the Down to Earth network, right? Bring up the likes if you can. Support the platform, right? If I see everybody put up some likes, and then I'll stay on with another story which I had held. Everybody in the chat, bring up the likes, and I will stay and give you another segment of what's going on with this alien stuff, especially the Atlas stuff, what they were talking about for a while. Remember the Atlas stuff? You remember the Atlas stuff? Bring up the likes, man. And I'll continue. Remember the Atlas stuff? Bring it up. Bring it up. Bring it up, people. Then I'll go to the Atlas stuff. Bring up the likes. Please subscribe. Then I'll go to the Atlas. You know what the Atlas thing is? Remember the UFO they're saying it was come to Earth? Think I forgot that? Remember the Atlas stuff they say was coming to Earth? They're actually promoting that for a while. They're saying it might have been a asteroid. You remember that? Don't you remember that? Bring up the likes, people, and I'll talk about that. People, please subscribe. They're talking about that Atlas ship saying it's coming to Earth. Don't you guys remember that? No more talk about that. That didn't work. Maybe people forgot about that shit. Right? I think some people, alien battleship reaches closest point to Earth. Do you remember that? This was December 19th. Alien battleship reaches closest to Earth. This is the shit people actually put on the net as like it's real shit. Hurt some people's feelings. Alien battleship reaches closest point to Earth. Harvard University has sparked this as risk. What is it again? Sparked. Oh shit. No thanks. Sparked fierce debate by warning he cannot rule out the extraterrestrials are paying us a visit. This is a guy who's like a I don't know. He looks like he's a professor or some shit. A mysterious object that a controversial scientist claims could be an alien battleship. These are real people, talking about this. Professor Avi Loeb told Sky News that humanity should be on a high alert for what may be a black swan event, something that's highly unlikely but has high consequences and might have been foreseen. Alien technology is potential threat because when you go on a blind date on an interstellar proportions, you never know whether you have a friendly visitor or your dating partner or serial killer. You see this crazy shit? These are like some psychos. An alien ship is coming to visit the Earth. Bring up the likes, people, to 20, man. In 5 minutes, bring up the likes, man. Bring up the likes. See, there's these real people talking about it. We must stay on high alert for what may be a black swan event. This is some crazy shit coming from a man in a suit. You can't believe all these guys with suits and ties. Some of these guys need to be going to a mental institution, I swear. These guys are real professors. Oh, a spaceship is coming. 3-1 Atlas. You remember that? 3-1 Atlas. First spotted in July as a distant dot, a light against the starry canvas of the cosmos. Where is the spaceship now? But it has moved rapidly through the solar system, passing Mars early October, disappearing briefly behind the sun after coming close to the Earth's orbit. Flew by Jupiter before fading from view again. Thus, the US and European space agencies have trained cameras from a dozen spacecraft on the object, and they say there is no doubt its origins are completely natural. What kind of scientists estimate the comet, now it's a comet, is around 8 billion years old, twice the age of the sun. See how you twist? From alien ship to comet. It's crazy, people. Please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Bring up the likes. This is just crazy business. But appreciate a lot of you for tuning in to the Down to Earth Network, right? The Down to Earth podcast, right? I was waiting for you guys to bring it up. Support the platform. Bring up the likes. Bring it up. Bring it up. If you want me to continue, let's see the likes, people. Let's see the likes if you want me to continue. Let's see the likes. Bring up the likes. Come down to earth. Please subscribe. I will continue with that story, but yo, gotta see the support. Please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Down to Earth Network on all podcast platforms. Bring up the likes. At least to like 18. Then I'll stay on. If not, by the end of this song, we'll be off. Please subscribe. All you people in the chat, press the like button. It's very easy. If you're watching, support the platform. Down to Earth Podcast and Apple Podcasts, right? Spotify Podcasts, iHeartRadio, right? Many places. Bring up the likes, people. Please subscribe. How much minutes we got left? Please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. All 17 in the chat, press that like button. This is the livest show in the universe, Down to Earth Network, live and direct, with your host, Sean Myrie. We're coming down to earth. Bring up the likes, man. All right, it's almost to the end. My name is Sean Myrie, and I'm your host of the Down to Earth podcast. If you haven't liked, like right now. I got a special guest coming on. Yeah. Please subscribe. Ourselves. Bless up to everybody. Much respect for everybody in the chat supporting tonight. Now it's morning. It's Friday. New episode Friday night. Friday morning. Maybe in the morning. No. Friday night. So, yeah, man. I'm out. Please subscribe. Down to Earth Network. Stay.